so easy for us. They should like, yeah. They really want us to go.
And I would do that.
They should like, get a shot at trying to win. Like seriously, I don't really. I want the Storm, but it's like, no.
We're only down by 3 runs.
Like, well, it's like, I want to go to
do that by next guy. But and the 2 outs, nobody's used to it. Now you have to but
I wouldn't mind to
play the play, but and run 1 out.
Because then it would be really cool.
There's no need to force it down.
Like, yeah, we did the second baseman.
Yeah, that's what you do. Especially if he throws a perfect. If he picks up the ball, takes a step, and just wings it to second base, perfect throw. These guys are smooth on that ball. Now you can turn it quickly, so instead you do what he did. He made it where, yeah, he didn't get it because he didn't throw it that way. The funny is that one of the kids that was last year, we had this thing for the whole season. Or as they would say, Nelson Mandela Bay that's like we were this very fast team that scored the game. They weren't allowed to walk anywhere. They never went to the
shot or trying to win. Like seriously, I don't really. I'm gonna tell you what the storm, but it's like no.
We're only down by 3 runs.
This is like because well, it's like I want to go to who did that next guy, but
and the 2 outs, nobody's even totally ball game. Now you have to
but I wouldn't mind to
play differently, but and there's only 1 out.
Like then it would be really cool.
There's no need to force it down.
Like yeah, we did this.
Yeah, that's what you do. Especially if he throws a perfect. If he picks up the ball, takes a step, wings it to second base, perfect throw. These guys are smoke on that ball. Now you can turn it quickly, you know. So instead, you do what he did. He made it where, yeah, he didn't get it because he didn't throw that. The funny is that one of the granted is like little kids that are last right. We have this thing for the whole season.
Or as you would say,
unless it was a very, unless like we were, there's a very fast team that scored the game. They weren't allowed to throw the ball anywhere. They had to work for the ball.
you know, get a shot and trying to win. Like, seriously, I don't really tell you what the storm, but it's like, no. We're only down by 3 runs. Well, it's like, I want to go to Uber that by the next guy. But, and the 2 outs, no one sees the base. But I wouldn't mind to have interest play the play, but and there's only 1 out. Because then it would be really cool. There's no need to force it down. Like, yeah, we did this. Yeah, that's what you do. Like the first pitch. Especially if he throws a perfect. If he picks up the ball, takes a step and just wings it to 7 days. Perfect throw. And he's got some smoke on that ball. Now you can turn it quickly, you know. So instead, you do what he did. He made it where. Yeah, he didn't. Whereas it would say, messing with the fairy, that's like we were this very fast team that scored the game. They were never allowed to walk anywhere. They never went for the run. background. Why are the media like this with each other? That's cool. It's gonna be really one who I saw.
Number 27, right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
And he like played some songs for us in front of everybody. And they're like, woo! He plays the electric guitar. He goes, no, he's like the no of guitar too. And just like best bros that know he puts music. Pop it, drop it,
markets spending all this money, you know, they're giving that my same income. And so the budget's right back here. 2 years ago, wow, that's good. Like, what is it?
Line of the Italians. Mandela Bay takes a big hit for the grabber through and puts the Springboks in good position.
Right.
Clever play, quick play from Italy, but Williams is there to put in a crunching hit on liner.
Use it!
Garbisi gets it away to a pot of forwards led by Ross Vincent. Schooled in Cape Town, the number 8 for Italy today.
And use 9!
Garbisi takes his time.
Inside.
It's a great connection on that. Billy LaRue happy to take it quickly. A testing pass from the Bok. Brilliant hands from the number 10. And here's Edward van der Merwe again. Running free today in Aversa. Peter Steptoy hanging out on the wing where he can do such damage. Williams to low. Will go low. Trucks it up. Williams peeling away, setting off Manie Libbok. Here's Kane and Moody. Williams and Manie Libbok in concert are absolutely mesmeric. Salman Murad can't hold on. He coughs it up to the opposite captain, Kanone. 5 back now to Dare. He's got some options to work with. Billy LaRue tracking back. He gets under the flight of the ball. Great vision from the Centurion. Billy LaRue sends a flat one downfield, looking to put pressure on. What a kick from Billy LaRue.
Oh, he's a magician. Billy LaRue, the experience showed, high IQ playing. A breeze has started to come up in the stadium, and realizing that the breeze, he was kicking up against it and keeping it low, getting incredible distance on that kick off of that left boot.
Italy, let's go! Italy!
We spoke about the one-dimensional attack that the Springboks had last week, and we can just see the multi-dimensional play that they're already showing in the first quarter of this match.
8 drop! Come on. You just said 4, now you put 5 in. 5. Respect the gap. Pietri.
Line-out feed finds Nicolo Canone.
Over.
It's a good line-out drive from Italy. Much made of the powerful line-out drive, which so damaged the Springbok cause at Loftus Versfeld last weekend.
4 claps in. Walk. Walk away. Walk away, please. Okay, we need to check that one out. Time there, Joe.
Oh, there might just be a little bit more to that for Jasper Visser.
Yeah, agreed. So check actions of 8, right? Okay, correct. We're checking the actions of 8 green.
The niggle is initiated by number 1 of Italy, who grabs the back of the hooker, and then we check the action of number 8.
And so Danilo Puschetti
See what causes this first.
was who started it initially, and then they want to check the actions of Jasper Visser.
It's just a coming together there.
I think it's fine initially, but then they continue.
Just at holding 8 and 8
then
green
here,
and 1 white.
It looks mostly like good, clean fun.
I think it was just the initial irritation tap and just saying, yep, we got that one on you. But then they want to just watch the continuation and see the actions of Jasper. Jasper is definitely not one of those guys you want to put.
Oh, boy.
4 minutes. Sure, I'll have a decision. You can come back to me.
Andrew,
Okay,
back on you.
So clearly we've just got holes in between white 1 and green 8 initially. And then 8 green leads with the head. Clear head by green 8. It's going to be a permanent red card against green 8.
Agreed.
Yeah. The 8 leads with the head. Yeah.
Ruinous actions from Jasper Visa, who sees red for what is perceived to be a headbutt by our refereeing team led by Andrew Brace, and he will not share the field with his brother today.
Where's one?
Yeah, that is a very, very unfortunate
I don't have anything clear from you, but it's the second
card
time I've had
for
to speak to you,
Jasper Visa. A day which is meant to be so special for him and his family.
Take control now, Nico,
with his
please.
brother probably making his debut a little bit later.
Lead him with the head.
That is not the way he envisaged it to play out today.
Drives it into touch. And Italy have a window of opportunity. Drives it into touch. And Italy have a window of opportunities. Di Bartolomeo.
Not straight, outside arm. It's outside arm.
Yeah, so how are the Springboks going to pick themselves up? We spoke about the gain line dominance. They were getting that gain line dominance off of Jasper Visa. He was carrying extraordinarily well.
What's the issue, Seb?
And you could see in that initial shock from Rassie Erasmus. The first man he looked at was the man on his right hand side, Jaco Pijper. Yeah.
Okay, let's go, guys.
You can understand the frustration.
9.
You cannot go in with the head, though.
9, Brent. Yeah, man. Let's go.
Yeah, so you can see the confusion in the face of Jaco Pijper as well as Rassie Erasmus. Jaco Pijper obviously brought him to the mix so that he could give them an interpretation of what the referees would be thinking on the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's just it's reckless. It's reckless from Jasper.
Hold on. I'm going to deal with it. Don't stand out of the scrum. 9. Don't stand up out of the scrum. 3. On the 15.
Well, a crowd that began the match with such joy have seen things take a dark turn for the Springboks here.
Yeah.
From the free kick, the ball hangs high, unable to be controlled by the Springboks. Scrum feed to Italy.
Okay.
The tables are turning.
Yeah, and they speak about the pendulum of momentum that starts swinging. Couple of calls going in favor of the Italians at the moment, and they're making use of their opportunities. 15 on 14, centre high one up. Edward van der Merwe.
Let's go.
Brilliant under the high ball. Gets a good turn of the body, but unfortunately just bounces off the chest and bounces forward. So
let's not go head on head, okay?
I'm going to call the knock on forward.
Let's not go head on head. Let's go.
Probably lucky that I wasn't called a penalty for Peter Stescher. We're just getting involved there and trying to play the ball after the knock on.
I'm staying here now. We'll go. Crouch! Bind! Set! Square!
No number 8 in position for the Springboks now with the red card to Jasper Visa, but still pillaging at scrum time. Garbisi. It's away to Terre. The defensive line of the Springboks unbearable.
No offside, he got back onside. No, he got back in line with the ball, with the player.
And that's a great read from Canan Moody, making the hit at the back. Not falling for all of the movement that's happening behind the initial runner.
Yeah. Let's go, water off.
Yeah, and it's decisive from Canan Moody,
Good contest,
which makes it so much better and easier. He saw what was happening in front of him, he made a decision and he went for it full out. So difficult when you move from the wing to the 13 channel, because the pictures you see is so different. but that time around, Kanan Moody getting it spot on.
Strong left side. Crouch! Bind! Let's go. Okay, Thomas.
So yellow card for Jasper Visser, but so good to have that hybrid 12 under Esther.
There's a lot of voices, okay?
Who can now very easily slip into that flanker
I
position.
cannot keep moving from side to side, all right? Break foot on, hold your space, let's get to a contest. Quickly. Balance.
Rassie Erasmus cherishes versatility.
Seconds.
Esther Hazen on the flank.
Crouch!
Looks like Van Staden in the number 8 position.
Bind! Set! Square!
So crucial to have a number 8 at the back of the scrum to control the ball if you want to get that scrum advantage, and they do get that advantage.
At the 8. 3 far side to the knee and collapsing.
Yeah, and that's just pure pressure. They've sacrificed the backline play out the night and under at the back and under Esterhazy.
Do not go head on there. Do not go head on
And this is why we speak about those hybrid players, why you can see the emphasis from head coach Rassie Erasmus around being able to play at multiple positions, because you never know when you might just need to be able to employ.
Yeah, and this time around, the box getting the dominance, not this side on the tight head side, but actually Thomas du Toit on the loose head side, getting that left shoulder up, getting that scrum to go forward, seeing Ox and Che warm up on the side as well, probably inspired Thomas du Toit to just go forward that time around.
Back ball for the Springboks, taken in by Peter Steph du Toit. The ball hits the switch with Esther Hazen, and the Italians read that one.
No hands!
Esther Hazen getting to work at the breakdown like a good flanker should. Marco van Staden doing the same.
It's fine, he released the ball, got back to his feet.
The Italians looking to cause chaos in every breakdown, and this time they win the turnover.
Yeah, so initially Marco van Staden made the hit, got the carry, went to ground, released the ball, got up again, and Manuel Giuliani got over him. And now it's just about being able to make sure you know which players are going where. Giuliani wasn't involved in that contact area, came through the gate, got over, great steal, isolated. Nobody knew that Marco van Staden was going to release and try and go again, so had no support, found himself isolated and was caught on the ground.
Di Bartolomeo feed the line out. Good contest from Nortje, disrupting things. Here is Giuliani, who won the possession for the Azzurri.
Disadvantage, see what comes. One side, green. And use it.
Garbisi given the hurry up from Andrew Brace. Advantage called over for the knock-on at line-out time. Edel van der Merwe getting into the high ball under pressure. Just about able to direct it back in the Springboks direction. LaRue goes long. Taken in by his opposite number, Belloni. Slow ball for Garbisi. The recycle goes as far as Negri, who does not go much further. Sharp hands from Italy playing behind the game line. The knock-on comes from replacement Bertaccini, and the Springboks have a chance to counter-attack, which they so dearly love to do. Kanan Moody, advantage called over. Great tackle on Moody. From Ross Vincent, and now Williams finds Lebok. Not many numbers out to the right here for the Springboks, but the cross kick, deadly accurate, just overcooked from Badilaroo.
Yeah, and even though they were under pressure, the Springboks were able to get into their shape really early on. Got the two passes, using the full width of the field. Kanan Moody just keeping the ball alive. But like you said, Paulie, just overcooked ever so slightly. It was pinpoint accurate. It was right into the space.
Let's go, Italy!
Dr. Erasmus not delighted at this stage, contemplating what to do next, what the next plans would be. Billy Leroux that time around, just overcooking that kick. The idea was right. Edwin van der Merwe was ready for it, but just a little bit too long.
Nine.
Di Bartolomeo, this time feeding to Zambonin. Flat ball into the midfield, finds Vincent. Got PC. Yeah, that goes forward.
That's here. On the ball.
And here comes that change as we see the forward pass, just confirmation of that. We see the change, first change for South Africa. Retchego Faditswe into the mix. The big ox is on the field.
Okay, ox, yeah.
And Thomas, the tank engine, he calls it a day after 30 minutes.
Left. It's not on the mark, it's left to the mark.
Left to the mark, thank you.
No,
He does not look overjoyed.
Thank you. Nice and straight on. Crouch! Boyd! Sit! Square!
Cult hero Oxenchair packs down a scrum immediately as he comes onto the field and eats his opposition alive. Now Billy Leroux chips one over the top. Edwin van der Merwe is on the chase. The bounce is deadly. Edwin van der Merwe!
Completely stable.
My Zavane, his dancing, his playing. Look at the hard work again behind the faces of the Springboks. The work is good in front. The work at the back even better. The assist king comes into play, gets the tip over the top. Edwin van der Merwe has got pace to burn. Gets a boot on it, gets the lucky bounce. 3 tries, 2 games, Edwin van der Merwe.
More tries than matches for the Springbok winger. Minding the book, adds the extra 2 points and extends the Springbok lead.
It's not often when a right winger scores a try and you give credit to the loose head prop, but Oxen shared just getting over that Italian scrum, demolishing them, and at the end it's Billy Leroux with a kick, all the experience in the world, and Edwin van der Merwe making it second try of the game for him and the third for South Africa.
To get the game back underway, Giacomo Dare. Kane Moody running onto this brilliantly measured kick. Backwards by Green is the call.
Tony Jocko!
The work of the breakdown from Italy is ferocious, just as it was last weekend at Loftus Versfeld. Williams hooking that one over the top. Great measurement on that kick. Mapipi gets after it.
No!
And the Springboks look to recycle.
What is that?
Williams does just that and finds Norkia. Williams.
Even the 3-5 and straight on them. 4.
It looks like that penalty is against
No need, Salman.
Salman Murat.
A ruck entry that lacked eloquence. And Italy have a chance to launch an attack on the Springbok try line.
Yeah, it's the best opportunity yet for Italy, but we see a Salman Murat just going off his feet immediately onto the ground. Andrew Brace spotting that and penalising the Bok captain.
And those are the kinds of things we saw last week, just moments, lapses of concentration. Have to control your own body weight. You have to have a secure platform.
Tommaso Di Bartolomeo, great contest from the Springboks, but the Italians come up with the ball. And their superstar Zuliani carries in, but a penalty goes against
Straight
them.
off with Jack Lure in position. Straight down with Jack Lure in position.
Yeah, pinged for the exact same thing that Salman Murat was pinged for.
Straight down on field, and he's not even in the ruck.
You can just see already the difference at breakdown time, the way that the game's being reffed at breakdown time. Andrew Brace is looking at the players. You can
But it's nation building.
Beyond 15, 9
Marks
staff.
over.
No!
Oxenshire, the halfback. Testing pass for Marco van Staden, gets him running forward. Muscles his way into contact and beyond. Williams for Murat.
Wait.
2 steps into action himself. Williams finds Peter Step the toy. An advantage to the Springboks as they're setting up.
He's legal. Emily. Offside, number 1.
penalties after penalties being blown in the match at the moment. 9 in total. That's the 5th one that's gone against the Italians. Offside at the breakdown time. There's 4 minutes left in the first half. Another opportunity for the Springboks to show their phases of attack, the way that they want to play and stamp their mark on the game.
The Boks have had a great return at line-out time, throwing that ball over the back. That time around, Italy just jumping the gun a little bit. Danilo Fischetti being offside and providing this opportunity for South Africa with another line-out.
Down off the top, a brilliant line-out from the Springboks. And Andre Esterhazen sets that ruck emphatically so. Well, take a look at that. A line-out lift on the Ruan Norkia, another advantage to the Springboks. Williams gets it away, flat ball to Kane Moody. Bouncing off defenders for Kane Moody!
Well, Kane the Cannon Moody launching himself in ways we've never seen before. The pickup, the realization, the flat ball, the timing of run to perfection. All that pace doesn't back down from the contact coming in from Louis Liner. But Kane and Moody,
irrepressible when he pulls on this jersey, Kane Moody. Another try to his name. Mind of the book. Puts it over. 24-0 to the Springboks.
Special try by a special player. The 2 boys from Paul in unison. Grant Williams with the initial break. The beautiful pass to Kane Moody. The power, the pace, the brute strength.
Time in again.
And the player going over Kane Moody. You beauty.
Much to the doctor's delight, the Springboks score again. And the Azzurri get us back underway. Here is Kane Moody once more. Taking it in and showing that tackle fight.
Use it! Wait.
Oxenshire.
They've got a grasp.
Quite the introduction to the match for Oxenshire. Peter Step to toy. Oh, great contest from Italy again. They just keep hunting it on the ground.
Falls in squeeze ball, 7.
yeah, and that's in combination. Dare as well as Zuliani. Manuel Zuliani won 2 turnovers last week. That's the second one of the first half for him. He was so busy, 9 carries, he had 2 offloads, made 20 tackles. Did Zuliani, and this time just going to work at the breakdown. You don't want to give a side like Italy a sniff. Once they get their confidence up, once they get their tails up in the game, that's when they're dangerous.
Di Bartolomeo feeds once more to Sambonin. The Italians looking to set the rolling more, but it is chaotic energy.
And stolen by Green.
Stolen away by the Springboks.
Use it!
5 seconds to the half-time break. Grant Williams takes his time. Runs the clock dry. Knocks it into touch to close out an interesting half for Springbok rugby. Great attacking flair shown by this team with 11 changes to their starting 15, and Salman Murat has captained his side to a hefty lead here at the half-time break. Edward van der Merwe in his second cap has scored 2 tries to extend his record to 3 tries in 2 matches, and there's plenty of punch remaining on the bench from the Springboks, who look to be outthinking the Italians here today. The battle at the breakdown continues to be ferocious, but at halftime here in Gqeberha, the Springboks lead 24 points to 0 over the Azzurri.
I'm Shauna, and I love a shortcut. I use Surf Magnificent.
Leading by 24 points to 0 against Italy in just the second chance in the Castle incoming series. Well, it's been a flurry of tries, but big talking points coming through from that first half. It seems South Africa have been able to settle when compared to that first test. But this is what the moment is about. 100 tests for Billy Leroux, and look at the excitement from his teammates as well. The 8th centurion for the Springboks. What a moment indeed. And so far so good for the Strandhond. as he tries to marshal that back line as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Tough time here, and I am joined on the field by Kobani Bobo as well as Jean de Villiers and Carlo Del Fava. Burbs, let's start it off with the big moment of the game, red card to Jasper Wiese.
Yeah, a decision that Jasper would like to have back. Letting his emotion get in between what the task was that he had for the reaction, and it's become a permanent red card because of foul play. If it was something that was not a foul play, because you can't promote that, as it's a responsibility to the players on the field to have that reaction. Even though it was not a force, but the intent and what has happened is that can never be promoted as something that is part of rugby.
Yeah, couldn't keep a cool head, and now Andre Eskerezen, the hybrid, has to come in and grab tonight.
Yeah, look, it just shows the quality that they have within the side now, with guys being able to fulfill more roles than one. Andre Este is now suddenly you lose a loose forward, but you use the centre to cover for that loose forward. We saw the dominance that the Boks still have at scrum time, even though they were only scrumming with 7, which has been quite impressive.
And it is, I mean, just the technique that Malcolm Marx is using. Yeah, obviously from the outside we're looking at Ox and Thomas coming up on the side of the scrum, but the intricacy is what Malcolm Marx is doing. On the bind, when he's going down, his head is sitting right on the shoulder of the hooker. They can't level change. And you've got the loose head who's actually coming up on the Italian tight head, Ferrari, and he can't level change. So now all of a sudden everything's super tight in. So have a look here at Malcolm Marx on the bind. He's giving no space whatsoever for Di Bartolomeo to actually do a level change. Normally we're used to seeing the action happening on the tight head side, but in this instance it's a completely different technique. You've got the hooker and you've got the loose head of South Africa that's coming straight up onto Simone Ferrari, and there's just massive pressure. Can't do anything with that but go down.
Yeah, and once they go, there's just no getting back into it. You've lost the head, you've lost the fight, and they just totally demolished the Italian scrum. So it's been impressive from that point of view, scrummaging time.
Hopefully they'll be able to maintain it throughout the game as well. You spoke at length about the attacking prowess of the South African side, and we're seeing it now coming through with all the tries.
I mean, 3 tries coming from set piece, but for me it's the distribution that Andre Esterhuizen and the players in motion behind it. Look at the options that he has and players who are coming in. He's stressing Manichola because he's isolated here and he has to make a decision. Beaten by pace, and it's just the flow of how these players have versatility in the way that the dexterity of passing. Just the players in motions and all the options for outside center is a nightmare. It's set-piece tries, Sean, which is a beaut for us to watch.
It is, to be able to score these set phase tries or from first phase, it is incredible. That's what we want to see. I think one criticism that we had with last week with the Boks that it was too one-dimensional, one-off passes, whereas now they're attacking the outside channels, they're keeping the defense honest on the inside, and then just the ability of these backs that we have is incredible.
And John, you know what, they actually, because South Africa is scrumming for so long, all the loose forwards have to actually stay in that scrum as well, and now you've got a running 9 and a running 10. The threat from is just impossible to contain.
Have you ever had a line out in the middle of the field like the Boks did for this try, Carlo?
I mean, you look at that's innovation that you've never seen. I mean, who sets up in a test match a line out in midfield? I mean, and whoever's got the courage to do that as well, and they pull it off.
They certainly are pulling it off. You had spoken at length also about Grant Williams and the service that he's been able to produce today, just firing that back line tonight.
Yeah, I think that's what really excited me before the game, is to see Grant back, to see how he keeps the defense honest, which he does, which we've seen today, and then just that speed, the speed of his pass, but also speed with ball in hand, being able to be a support runner, the try that he scored, but also the assist to Kalen Moody shows the full all-round capabilities of the player. So it's been lovely to see them back in action today.
Well, these are the numbers that we produced so far this half, and the line-out again also firing pretty well for South Africa. They'll be happy with how the line-out is going, the platform that it's also giving them.
And that's just to add on that, Moss, it's the ball protection. That's how their players are holding on to the ball and carrying a bit more. But there's one thing that they could do a bit better. make Zuliani be the one who makes the tackles, because he is still a threat in that breakdown.
Shortly, Carlo, how do Italy get back in this one?
They've got to get their hands on the ball. They've got to get their hands on the ball. They spoke about it last week at halftime. They're too shy with an attack. They've got to get the ball back off South Africa and do some attacking themselves.
44,282 fans have filled the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium tonight, and so far it's looking so good. This DJ has been pumping such good music, and it's only in the Bay where you will hear the fans singing Bulindlela by Mabrr, loud and proud. Hopefully they'll be singing even more in that second half. Hopefully Italy bring it to the sword for South Africa. Hopefully the Springboks walk away with victory today. Second half coming up.
It's 44,282 Springbok fans engrossed in the action that they are seeing on the field today. Leading by 24 points to nil in spite of being one man down, courtesy of a red card to the number 8, Jasper Wiese. The Springboks continue to dominate over the Azzurri in the second of their test matches in this Castle Lager in the coming series. What a sight it is, and what a sound it is here in Gqeberha today. And Leila, what a match we've seen in spite of the Springboks being down to 14.
Yeah, what a match indeed, Paul. The Springboks came out with clear intention They started this match unconventionally, and the way that they've been going about the way they want to score points, also very conventional. We've seen attacking play. We knew what we were going to get from the Springboks when we saw that team selection initially. High tempo, high intensity, right in the faces. The physicality and the brute force has been there, but that's been blunted without Jasper Visa. Can they maintain this for the second 40? That is going to be the big question.
And for these young chargers of Italy, the Azzurri coming over without 10 of their senior players. They've acquitted themselves oh so well, but are without any points here today due to some steely defence from the Springbok side. 3 debutants waiting on the bench for the green and gold. They will be itching to make their way onto the field. They go by the names of Ethan Hooker, Corvus Visa, and Asanati and Clavacanye. Giacomo Dare kicks off the second half here in the Eastern Province. Taken in by Andre Esterhuizen. What an asset to have on the field.
And use it.
Especially considering what happened with that early red card to Jasper Visa. Springboks just showing the versatility of their game plans and their personnel as well. Grant Williams is hitting these high balls to perfection, and once again the Springboks get underneath. Edward van der Merwe causes disruption, and possession goes to the home side. Esterhuizen shifts it to Billy Leroux in his 100th match for the Springboks. Here's Peter Steptoe upon his return.
Onside, Italy.
Refusing to accept the tackle, as is his want. The 2-time World Player of the Year. Williams to Lebok, and his cross kicks are dangerous. Edward van der Merwe is after this again. Once more, difficult for the Azzurri to handle. Kane and Moody's tackle knocks the ball free temporarily. Penalty to the Springboks. Marco van Staden feasting at the breakdown.
6 first one there.
And he's been really good thus far today. His workload is just so high. Gets around the park. Some strong carry from him. Fantastic tackle fight. This time at the breakdown again, making a nuisance of himself. Right time at the right place, and getting over that ball and getting that turnover, which will put South Africa in a fantastic attacking opportunity, or position rather, 2 minutes into the game, into the second half.
Yeah, and they haven't lost any lineouts as of yet, have the Springboks.
Nick, discipline, still on a warning down here.
Marco van Staden getting into a good position. Probably lucky that it wasn't called for hands to be on the ball.
Malcolm Marx feeds an attacking lineout for the Springboks. They set that rolling ball, and they are inching forward at this point in time. Marx waiting in the boot, looking to add his weight to the situation.
Still moving.
Williams prowling at the back. Gets it free, sends it to Esterhuizen. Yet another breakdown penalty for the Azzurri.
No, he's first man, number 1. He's not a tackler.
Yeah, and intervention had to come in from the Azzurri under immediate pressure within the first 2.5 minutes. Andre Esterhuizen getting in there. The physicality, trying to just employ and impose himself on the Azzurri, but having absolutely none of it was Danilo Fischetti. Tacklers all on the Italian side, so no one impeding the Springbok side, and the steel's so good.
So 5, why not over? More. Don't change, 5!
Andrew Brace monitoring the situation. Peter Steptoe making a nuisance of himself. Over the top it goes from Garbisi. Edward van der Merwe takes it brilliantly. Williams, quick ball away to his captain Murat. Occupies the defender. And the Springboks get their timiest this time to protect the ball on the ground. Volko though adds some extra length to the back of that ruck, and Williams sends it over the top for Edward van der Merwe to chase once more. And once again Edward van der Merwe is Johnny on the spot. Knock on comes from Williams. And the Azzurri can't make the most of it. Tackle just about completed on Bertaccini. Malcolm Marx, a menace in the middle of that breakdown.
No clear fault play.
Good protection from the Italians.
Timing.
Garbisi fires a brilliant pass into the midfield. Kane Moody shoots up out of the line, and there's a man over on the outside. It's Liner. He's got a defender in front of him in the form of Billy the Roo. Liner with the chip and chase.
This time around, Italy getting it right to move the ball out wide, getting outside that last defender. Pimpy going in. The chip from Liner staying in field, but just the bounce of the rugby ball not in his favour this time around. There's a player down for Italy at the moment, quite close to me. It's Ross Vincent.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's been in the battles today.
And there's been a double blow on the whistle too.
Up the screen now.
Well. Oh boy, this is trouble for the Springboks.
Well, Volko Low lining up Sebastian Negri.
He can be lower, right?
Just as he makes his way into contact, isn't able to drop his body high. Sebastian Negri leaning into it too.
There,
hold on a second, just full speed.
There's a shoulder to the chin area, and you can imagine that referee Andrew Brace is going to say that it's met the yellow card threshold.
Okay, we have a decision.
Yeah, I also think the fact that he's...
Okay, clear head contact. And it's clear foul play because 3 can be lower. It meets yellow card threshold. Goes for off-field review. Number 3, off-field review. And it's back on the 10, right?
Yeah, so it's a yellow card. My thought was that because he stepped into him, it might be mitigation. But the yellow card's been given. Volko Low off the field.
It's on the 10 here.
And it will be 10 minutes where the box will be 13 players on the field.
Well, that will also mean that Asanati Sabakane will, if there is a scrum, make his debut.
No tackle 3.
He'll have to come onto the park to replace Volko Low.
Just there.
But the Springboks not be happy with the way that their discipline has let them down in those tackle areas.
Not easy to move the frame of Volko Low around in a fluid manner. Caught static. Yellow card for the big man. Under review, so potentially it could turn into a red. But every obstacle is an opportunity, and the Springboks now have the chance to test themselves with 13 men against the Azzurri.
It's your own players. It's your own players. You're on the line, Italy.
Di Bartolomeo feeds it again, this time slipping through the fingers, and well picked up by Bertaccini, who swallows a big hit from Marco van Staden. Canone. There's another Italian player down right now. They are the walking wounded right now, the Azzurri. Turnover to the Springboks.
2 again, first man and clear left. Number 2.
Yeah, well, Malcolm Marx just doing what Malcolm Marx does. He's so strong at breakdown time. If you give him a sniff, he's going to absolutely take it.
The physical demands of this game when you're up against the box, it's always there in that man Malcolm Marx. He's one of the front runners when it comes to physicality, getting over that ball, getting the turnovers. 3 Italian players it takes to move Malcolm Marx, and still he gets the penalty for his team.
What about the talents in this man right here, Manuel Zuliani? 2 starring roles in 2 consecutive weekends. As for this man, Edward van der Merwe, welcome back to the green and gold.
And he's been all over the park. He's scored 2 tries. He's been doing his work defensively, making the reads on the outside, getting up for those high balls. securing the breakdowns, making decisions. He's been very vocal. You've seen the way that he's communicated with Willie Leroux. But star power, he said he's waited 13 months to be back in the green and gold, and he's taking every opportunity that's given to him, and he's grabbing it with both hands.
And of course he has the special powers that are bestowed upon anybody that plays with a scrum cap on the wing for South Africa.
I 100% know why I went wrong.
Power Ranger number 4, Edward van der Merwe.
Not going to say again. South Africa. 2 meters.
Malcolm Marx to feed. Short line out for the Springboks.
Resta.
Salman Murad fires up at the 2-ball, and Williams sends it away to Esther Hayes, and attracting defenders. And interesting play from Marco van Staden. Peter stepped to Toy. Williams to Marx. The Italians sinking towards their own try line with each passing phase. Salman Murad. Good ball production from the captain.
Ball is there.
Racing through the phases are the Springboks, challenging this Italian defensive line, and that's a good dominant hit from Zuliani. Williams to Oxenshire. Tackled by Simone Ferrari. Williams, way to Esther Hazen. The Italians know he's coming. They commit 2 players to him, which they can afford to do, being 2 men up at the moment.
No!
Phase off the phase for the Springboks. Williams, a mix-up with Peter Steptotoy. A penalty to the Springboks, and a card for the travelling team.
I said in the first half, no, not now. I said in the first half, don't complete.
Yeah, they already had a warning in the first half. That's what referee Andrew Brace is saying. Had the conversation that in this area they're just conceding far too many penalties, and that time Danilo Fischetti trying to slow down the ball at breakdown time. They know that the ruck speed that Grant Williams can create. They understand the dangers that come with that, unfortunately sacrificing himself for the cause. Definitely not without protest, though.
For those contesting the red card for Jasper Wiese will say karma has come for him, and a yellow card for Italy as they get gluttonous at the breakdown.
Yeah, some bruising carries by the box, but we see there Fischetti, not only was the ruck formed, but also came in from the side. He's claiming his innocence like any good prop would. But he'll be spending 10 minutes in the bin.
2 meters.
Oh, Marx. Working with no space.
Onside.
Manages to retain possession for the Springboks.
Advantage.
Detroit. An advantage to the Springboks now. It's 14-13. Mani Lebok sends a hopeful ball to no one, and Makazole Mapimpi has worked magic there to retain possession.
There's a maul.
The son of the soil is Makazole Mapimpi. It's for Peter Steptotoy. Gets his hands free. Willie Leroux sends it wide for the hat-trick hero!
We'll see how it works. It's a forward pass by 15. No advantage. No advantage. All offside. Set up. All offside.
Oh, well, they've been brought back for a forward pass.
Must adjust now. Okay, must adjust.
Yes, unfortunately, the forward pass there by Willie Leroux, just not getting the spin on the ball right that time around, denying Edward van der Merwe with his hat-trick, but still the box looking very dangerous in this area.
Deep in the danger zone now, Norkia plays it off the top, and the Springboks get right about their business. Williams Quick ball, another line out left in open play. And Norkia at the center of it, and another penalty advantage to the Springboks on the back of that innovative play. That rolling maul still in existence, and Malcolm Marx sticking to the task.
Keep it up.
They add numbers now. The Springboks come storming in.
Set. Set. Walk away. Set. Walk away, please.
Oh, well, we love it when a plan comes together.
Okay.
Malcolm Marx at the back of innovation that excites.
Okay, it's a clear collapse to the ball.
Line out, middle of the field.
Somebody else goes. Not now.
Then it was all about setting the rolling maul, getting the numbers in, and Malcolm Marx, if he sees a white line, you're not going to keep him away from it.
Sure.
Well, tonight we're taking a walk through the mind of Dr. Rassie Erasmus. As Marty Lebok puts another 2 on the board. The Springboks stretch their lead to 31 points, 0 to the Azzurri.
Yeah, it's unfair that these hookers are scoring so many tries from the mauls, and now they're doing it from the center of the field as well. Malcolm Marx at the back of that rolling maul.
Okay, guys.
Rassie Erasmus delighted. Jerry Flannery delighted.
There's a clear mitigation with the side step back inside, okay?
And some innovation once again from the box.
Inside, okay?
Also the message from Andrew Brace that Walker Lowe's yellow card will remain a yellow card and not be escalated to a red.
Stop. Timing good.
Dare sends it high once more. So many restarts for Italy, who were showing positive signs in the first half. But all of a sudden, the scoreboard has run away from them.
Use it!
12 minutes into the second 40 minutes. Grant Williams rakes it to the back of the ruck and sends it high for Edwin van der Merwe to get after, who is glittering in Kabeja tonight. Once again, he wins possession back for the green and gold. What a pass that is from Marty Lebok across field. And now Makazola Mapimpi has a chance to weave his wand. Williams, Lebok to Kane and Moody. Lots of space to work with. And the switch play does not come off. Lebok with the one-handed pickup. Another pass right on the money from Mani. Billy Leroux sends it wide to Peter Steph-Toy. They're playing fast and loose right now, the Springboks.
Wait on.
Salman Murad protects. Grant Williams slows things down, calling for some of the big boys to track it up. Malcolm Marx is there to oblige.
Use it 9.
Williams takes his time. Finds Lebok, who sends it high. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just the mere presence of Edwin van der Merwe causing disruptions this time. The Springboks come piling into the breakdown. The Azzurri secure possession.
Counter up 15.
Penalty South Africa.
Counter up came on, and then 15 using his hand on the floor.
That goes against Mirko Belloni. His first start for the Azzurri. Hands on the ground, so that'll be frustration. Their own worst enemy at the moment, the Azzurri.
Let's go, Manny.
Marty Lebok slams it into touch. And as we celebrate 30 years of Supersport, bringing you the most scintillating sporting action, there is the man at the helm right now, our CEO, Rendani Ramova. What a successful reign he's had in charge of this company.
30 years of Supersport and 30 more on your World of Champions, bringing you every single bit of sport that you could potentially want to feast your eyes on. Where have you ever?
Yeah, bring them on.
30 years of rugby, 30 years of Supersport, 30 years of the Springboks lifting their first trophy.
Okay, come on.
It's been an entertaining 30 years, that's for sure, starting with the 1995 World Cup victory and 4 World Cup victories later. And that's just the rugby, of course. The fans are still dancing.
10.
Malcolm Marx feeds the line out, and for once the Springboks get one wrong.
Last feet.
They have been near perfect at line out time today. So much so, they've even been running a couple of line outs in the midfield. Penalty to the Azzurri.
Yeah, execution poor from the box at line out time this time around. But also Italy's been competing really well. They go up for every single feed that the box have, and this time around getting it right, getting that steal. Couple of changes for South Africa. Sasha Feinberg and Gomez Zulu onto the field. Cobus Reiner onto the field. And 2 debutants in Ethan Hooker and Cobus Visa. Proud days for those 2 men and their families. Salman Murat calling it a day. Kane and Moody off the field as well. And in his 100th test match, Willie Leroux coming off to the field. And a standing ovation for him.
Come on.
The stadium celebrating the Centurion right now with rapturous applause. I can barely hear myself think. Willie Leroux, a national hero. Ron Norkia steals that one from the other side of the world. And Marco van Staden sends it to Andre Esterhuizen. The battering ram sets the ruck just outside the Italian 22, which turns to a penalty. Another successful breakdown raid for the Azzurri.
And they do really well to get on a ball that is isolated. If a single player finds himself isolated on the ground, someone's going to be over it. An area of the game that they have decided to target for the Springboks. You said it time and time again, week in and week out. You cannot find yourself isolated. The sealers, the protectors not coming in early enough for the Springboks.
Peter, your captain, mate. Your captain.
Making his debut today, the 37th pair of brothers to play for the Springboks, although they're not literally playing together right now, as Jesper Visa was red carded in the first half, so he'll be looking forward to his second cap, that's for sure, Cobus Visa, and doesn't he richly deserve his spot in the green and gold jersey?
Evan Roos also onto the field. He's replaced Marco van Staden, who I think has had a fantastic game. Really thrown himself at everything. And hopefully Evan Roos can bring that spark.
Reinach gets it away. Another successful line out for the Springboks. Ethan Hooker on debut with his first touch in green and gold.
Tackle move! Leave him, leave him!
Reinach. Cobus Visa has it turned over.
Wait. Leave the ball, Cobus, leave the ball. Extra roll with Jacker in position, holding on.
And it's again at the breakdown where the Italians keep on competing. A minute or so ago, we saw Tommaso Menoncello getting the turnover this time around. One of his fellow players, the box on the attack, but just not quick enough to get those cleaners in.
And the support players have to keep up with speed of play. Cobus Visa making the tackle, but The supporters a second, 2 seconds too late, 2 seconds too long.
6.
For the poacher of the Azzurri, always looking to get over that ball, and that one coming off.
Dimchef on the back of his turnover. The replacement hooker feeds the line out, and it's gone wrong for the Azzurri. Volcano is back, and he's banging bodies out of the way. Evan Roos. He knows how precious this opportunity is. So much competition in the loose forward positions, especially at number 8. He looks to make his impact off the bench. Now, how about that for tackle fight from Malcolm Marx? Reinach fires to Lebok. This time he sends one in the direction of Mapimpi. Once more, the Azzurri struggle to take it clean in the air. It's a knock-on. It's a scrum to the Springboks.
Yeah, and tough times just keep getting tougher for the Azzurri at the moment. Using the full width of the field. There's another man that's about to make his Springbok debut, Asanati Savakanya. We saw what he could do against the Barbarians 2 weeks ago. This time, he'll get the official cap. He'll get to wear the green and gold blazer.
Yeah, before we get to the box, changes.
Yeah.
One change for Italy as well. Alejandro Isicor onto the field. And it seems like it's Sebastian Negri.
Water off. Water off.
That will be coming off.
Okay, we've got knock on here. Yeah.
Only the break.
What potential he has
he's doing good.
to claim a permanent spot in the Springboks.
Let's go.
Ethan Hooker also on debut. And a couple of touches for the Springboks already.
Oh, and the Springboks missed their target. The Azzurri looking to attack from deep. They've got a man over on the outside. The kick goes long as the cover defence from the Springboks comes over in concerted fashion. Liners after this. He's had a couple of great games, has Liner. Son of the Australian legend, of course. Those with grey hairs will remember his name, Michael Liner.
Yeah, good gap. Yeah.
Couple of errors creeping into the game on both sides. It's a hefty old kick into touch that.
Yeah, let's get the gap though.
Right in his face, carries into contact. Evan Ross hunted on the ground, but the clear out is good from the Azzurri. Couple of phases of possession. It's been a rare occurrence for Italy in the second half. Money in the book. Almost gets caught out of position. The kick not quite accurate. And Lebok issues a strong response.
A large territorial gain for the Springboks. For the right roots of Mani Lebok. Just see the energy just being sucked out of the game so slightly. But look at the depth that we have in this country. Whenever have you seen a team stacked as this World Cup winners everywhere you look? Captain Fantastic himself. Itching to get back into the game too.
Well, absolute chaos at line-out time for both teams now. Young Hendrik Wessels trying to tidy Things up, as does Evan Roos. Makazole Mapimpi making his presence felt at the ruck. Reinach slows things down.
White background, like